In the first episode, we introduced the strange village situation, where we were born, and the relations among the black fascism, the mafia, military forces and Freemasonry. In the second episode, we talk about the Mr. Tamburino's investigations, in Panama. Then about Rosa di Identi, Golpe Solo. We introduce the strategy of tension, the Piazza Fontana massacre, and we talk about Ordine Nuovo.
It's fundamental to study the phenomena, to understand what is behind the scenes of papers stolen, inside Rome court, and why the enemy wants to destroy us.
In this episode we talk about Prince Giulio Valerio Borghese, and his Golpe, planned for December 1970. These aspects are important. Borghese died in 1974, but his spirit is still live. Inside a newspaper we find a watch product page. The watch is advertised with the image of Borghese and his ex-boss. We saw the advertisement inside the newspaper Il Tempo, the time in American language.
For the time, the Golpe Borghese never dies. The Golpe Borghese, also known as Tora, is a failed Italian coup d'état that was planned to take place in the night of 7th on the 8th of December, 1970. It takes the name by Giulio Valerio Borghese, an Italian World War II commander of the notorious ex-feminine Ordinal Moss unit. The ex-Moss was a kind of personal squadron of Italy's Venice-centered oligarchy, staffed by officers from leading noble families. Borghese is also famous as the Black Prince, a hero in the eyes of many post-war Italian fascists.
To the other hand, Borghese and ex-Moss, they are generally considered to have been similar in ferocity to the SS, and it is with this part of their history that most Italians connect the ex-Moss today. Borghese belonged to a principal family of Rome's ostensibly Catholic, black nobility, many members of which claim descent from the elite of the Roman Empire. Numerous popes and cardinals came from the Borghese and allied families, such as the Pallavicini, the Corona, and the Orsini. These families maintained enormous power into the 20th century, and still today, in the Curia, the administration of the Vatican. Borghese became president of the Italian social movement, MSI party, composed largely of former fascists. The MSI was a mixture of national and international, universal fascists. In 1955, Borghese became president of the Union of Former Soldiers of the Slow Republic, a key recruiting ground for Gladio. Gladio's forces there were divided into 40 main groups, 10 specialized in sabotage, 6 each in espionage, propaganda, evasion and escape tactics, and 12 in guerrilla activities. That same year, 1956, U.S. Ambassador to Italy Claire Bouvelouse, the Dame of Malta and, the wife of Time and Life magazine publisher Henry Luce, a key sponsor of the Fascist Congress, he recommended a fellow SNON member, General Giovanni Di Lorenzo, as the new head of SIFAR, in 1962.
Di Lorenzo also was head of the Carabinieri during the Golpe Solo, planned in 1964.
In 1963, Borghese became president of Banco di Credito Commerciale Industriale. The bank had been the very first one owned by the Sicilian financier Michel Sindona.
Michel Sindona was a fascist during World War II, who later laundered heroin funds for the Sicilian mafia, and then became a power in T2.
Borghese's bank was involved with a vast sector of conservative economic interests, including the son of Dominican Republic dictator Rafael Trujillo, Franco's Spain, and reactionary circles in the Vatican and the Christian Democratic Party. During the 1960s through his coup attempt in 1970, Borghese either founded or was intimately involved in at least 3 fascist terror organizations. Del Chiaesen, the ON, and the Front National, FN, which Borghese founded in 1968 for the sole purpose to subvert the institutions of the state by means of a coup.
On the night of Immaculate Conception, the gulp start.
The General Casserole and the Colonel Lovecchio should occupy the Defense Department, with the support of Chief of Air Force, General Fanelli. The Colonel Spiazzi moves with his department to the suburbs of Milan, with the objective to occupy Sesto San Giovanni.
Militants of the Vanguardia Nazionale, controlled by Stefano Del Chiaie, with the complicity of officials, entering into Interior Ministry. Weapons and munitions were distributed to plotters. Other militants meet in a gym. They are waiting the distribution of arms. The order must come from Sandro Sacuzzi and General Ricci. Among those gathered, there are also officers of the Carabinieri.
But at the last minute, the coup was suspended. Borghese himself stopped the Golpe.